What if you could live comfortably in a home no bigger than a parking space, yet have everything you need? In a world where space is becoming more limited and expensive, smart small homes are no longer just a trend, they are the future. From tiny houses and container homes to futuristic capsule designs, people around the world are reimagining how we live by turning small spaces into highly functional, beautiful, and efficient homes. In this video, we'll explore the 12 most popular smart small house ideas that are changing the way we think about living. Some of them look simple. Others feel like they came straight out of the future. But all of them share one powerful idea. Living small doesn't mean living less. It means living smarter. 1. Tiny house. What if you could fit your entire life into a space smaller than a studio apartment and still feel completely at home? Welcome to the world of tiny houses, one of the most popular and inspiring smart living trends today. A tiny house is typically between 10 to 30 square meters, but what it lacks in size, it makes up for in intelligent design. Every inch of space is carefully planned to serve multiple purposes. A bed can fold into the wall, stairs can double as storage, and even a small corner can transform into a workspace. But tiny houses are not just about saving space. They represent a completely different way of thinking. Instead of chasing bigger homes and more possessions, people are choosing simplicity, efficiency, and freedom. With lower costs, less maintenance, and the ability to live almost anywhere, tiny houses offer a lifestyle that feels both modern and liberating. And the designs, they can be surprisingly beautiful. From cozy wooden cabins in the forest to sleek, modern mini homes with large glass windows, tiny houses prove that small spaces can still feel open, warm, and full of life. Of course, living small comes with challenges. You need to be organized. You need to prioritize what truly matters. But for many people, that's exactly the point. Because in a tiny house, you don't just save space. You redefine what enough really means. 2. Container house. What if a cold, industrial shipping container could be transformed into a modern, stylish home? Welcome to the world of container houses, one of the most creative and cost-effective smart housing solutions today. At first glance, shipping containers don't seem like a place anyone would want to live. They're made of steel, built for transporting goods across oceans, and designed for durability, not comfort. But that's exactly what makes them so powerful. With the right design, a simple container can become a fully functional home. Walls are insulated, windows are cut into the steel, and interiors are transformed into cozy living spaces. Some designs use a single container, while others combine multiple units to create larger, multi-room homes with kitchens, bathrooms, and even rooftop terraces. One of the biggest advantages: speed and cost. Container houses can be built much faster than traditional homes, often at a lower price. They are also highly flexible. You can stack them, expand them, or even relocate them if needed. And visually, they can be stunning. From minimalist industrial styles to luxurious modern villas, container homes are proving that creativity can turn even the most unexpected materials into something beautiful. Of course, there are challenges. Proper insulation is essential, especially in extreme climates. And modifying steel structures requires careful planning and expertise. But despite these obstacles, container houses continue to grow in popularity around the world. Because sometimes, the smartest homes aren't built from scratch. They're reimagined from something that already exists. 3. Under-stair house. What if the most overlooked space in your home could become a fully functional living area? Welcome to the idea of the under-stair house, one of the smartest ways to turn wasted space into something truly useful. In most homes, the space beneath the stairs is ignored or used for simple storage. But with creative design, this small and often awkward area can be transformed into a compact living space, sometimes even a complete mini-home. It may sound impossible, but it works. Designers have turned under-stair spaces into cozy sleeping areas, mini-home offices, compact kitchens, even small bathrooms. Everything is carefully customized to fit the unique shape of the space. Sloped ceilings, tight corners, and limited height are no longer problems. They become part of the design. What makes this idea so powerful is efficiency. Instead of expanding your home, you're maximizing what you already have. No extra land, no major construction, just smarter use of space. And visually, these spaces can be surprisingly beautiful. With the right lighting, materials, and layout, an understair area can feel modern, warm, and highly functional. Far from the dark, cramped storage space people usually imagine. Of course, it's not for everyone. The limited space requires thoughtful organization, and comfort depends heavily on good design. But for those who value creativity and efficiency, it's an incredible solution. Because sometimes the best space in your home is the one you never noticed. 4. Modern treehouse. What if your dream home wasn't built on the ground, but elevated among the trees? Welcome to the modern treehouse, where nature and architecture come together in one of the most unique and inspiring ways. Unlike the simple wooden platforms many of us imagine from childhood, modern treehouses are carefully designed living spaces that combine comfort, style, and a deep connection to nature. Built around or supported by trees, these homes offer a peaceful escape from the noise of the city. But this isn't just about location. It's about experience. Imagine waking up surrounded by greenery, with sunlight filtering through the leaves, and the sound of wind moving through the branches. Large windows, open layouts, and natural materials like wood and glass help bring the outside world in, creating a space that feels calm and alive. From a design perspective, building a treehouse is a real challenge. Engineers must ensure that the structure is stable without damaging the trees. Every connection point, every support beam, must be carefully planned to allow the tree to grow and move naturally. And yet, when done right, the result is breathtaking. Some modern tree houses feature multi-level designs, glass walls with panoramic forest views, eco-friendly systems like solar panels and rainwater collection. They are not just homes. They are retreats. Of course, living in a treehouse isn't always easy. Weather conditions, maintenance, and accessibility can all be challenges. But for many, the trade-off is worth it. Because a modern treehouse offers something most homes cannot: a chance to live closer to nature, without giving up modern comfort. And in a world that's constantly moving faster, sometimes the smartest home is the one that helps you slow down. 5. Foldable house. What if your entire home could unfold in minutes and disappear just as quickly? Welcome to the world of foldable houses, one of the most futuristic and flexible housing ideas today. At first glance, it might look like a simple box, compact, minimal, and easy to transport. But within moments, that box can expand into a fully functional home. Walls slide out, floors extend, roofs lift into place. What was once a small, portable unit transforms into a livable space with bedrooms, a kitchen, and even a bathroom. It feels almost like watching a piece of furniture come to life, but on the scale of a house. The biggest advantage of foldable houses is mobility and speed. They can be transported easily, set up quickly, and used in a wide range of situations, from temporary housing and disaster relief to vacation homes and off-grid living. And in a world where flexibility is becoming more important than ever, this kind of design makes a lot of sense. But beyond practicality, there's something fascinating about the concept itself. A home that doesn't stay fixed, a structure that adapts to your needs. It challenges the traditional idea that houses must be permanent and immovable. Of course, there are limitations. Durability, insulation, and long-term stability are still areas that continue to improve as the technology evolves. But even now, foldable houses are already proving that homes don't have to be built slowly or stay in one place forever. Because sometimes, the smartest home isn't the one that stands still. It's the one that can change with you. 6. Mobile home. What if your home could travel with you, wherever you go? Welcome to the world of mobile homes, a lifestyle where your house is no longer tied to one place, but moves with your journey. Unlike traditional homes, mobile homes are designed to be fully functional living spaces on wheels. At first glance, they may look like vans, trailers, or compact vehicles. But step inside, and you'll find everything you need: a bed, a kitchen, storage, and sometimes even a bathroom, all carefully designed to fit within a limited space. But this idea goes beyond design. It's about freedom. With a mobile home, you're not locked into one location. You can wake up by the beach one day, and in the mountains the next. Your home becomes part of your lifestyle, not just a place you return to. And just like other smart small homes, every detail is optimized. Furniture is often multifunctional. Storage is hidden and efficient. Every inch is used with purpose. Some modern mobile homes are incredibly stylish, featuring wood interiors, large windows, and minimalist designs that make the space feel warm and open, despite its size. Of course, living on the move comes with challenges. Limited space requires discipline and organization. Access to water, electricity, and other utilities must be planned carefully. And not every location is suitable for long-term stays. But for many people, these challenges are part of the adventure. Because a mobile home offers something that traditional houses cannot: the ability to explore the world without ever leaving home. And in a life where movement is freedom, the smartest home might just be the one that moves with you. 7. Modular house. What if your home didn't have to be built all at once, but could grow piece by piece, just like building blocks? Welcome to the world of modular houses, one of the smartest and fastest ways to build modern homes today. Unlike traditional construction, where everything is built on site from the ground up, modular homes are created in sections, or modules, inside factories. These modules are then transported to the building site and assembled together like a puzzle. The result: a fully functional home built in a fraction of the time. One of the biggest advantages of modular houses is speed and efficiency. Because the modules are built in controlled environments, construction is not affected by weather, delays, or many of the common problems found on traditional sites. This also allows for higher precision and consistent quality. But flexibility is where modular homes truly shine. You can start with a small setup and expand over time by adding more modules. Need another bedroom? Add a module. Want a bigger living space? Expand the structure. The house grows with your needs. And design is not limited. From modern minimalist styles to luxurious, high-end homes, modular construction can deliver both beauty and functionality. Large windows, open spaces, and smart layouts make these homes feel just as comfortable, if not more, than traditional houses. Of course, there are challenges. Transporting large modules requires careful planning, and the design must follow certain structural limitations. But despite that, modular houses are rapidly becoming a key part of the future of housing. Because in a world that values speed, flexibility, and efficiency, the smartest homes might not be built slowly over time. They might arrive almost ready and simply come together. 8. Underground house. What if your home wasn't built above the ground, but hidden beneath it? Welcome to the world of underground houses, one of the most unique and energy-efficient ways to live. At first, the idea might sound unusual. Living underground can feel dark, enclosed, even uncomfortable. But modern underground homes completely change that perception. With smart design, these homes can be bright, open, and incredibly comfortable. Skylights, open courtyards, and strategic layouts allow natural light to flow deep into the space, creating an environment that feels surprisingly warm and inviting. But the real advantage lies in efficiency. The earth itself acts as natural insulation. This means cooler temperatures in the summer, warmer conditions in the winter. As a result, underground homes require far less energy for heating and cooling, making them highly sustainable and cost-effective over time. They also offer a level of protection that traditional homes cannot. Being built into the ground helps shield them from extreme weather, strong winds, and even noise from the outside world. In many ways, they are quieter, safer, and more stable. Of course, building underground comes with challenges. Waterproofing is critical. Ventilation must be carefully designed. And construction can be more complex than standard homes. But when done right, the results are remarkable. Because an underground house is not just about saving space or energy. It's about rethinking where a home can exist. In a world where land is limited and climate is changing, the future of housing might not always rise higher into the sky. Sometimes it goes deeper into the earth. 9. Floating house. What if your home didn't stand on land, but gently floated on water. Welcome to the world of floating houses, a smart and innovative solution for living in harmony with rising sea levels and limited land space. At first, it might sound unstable. A house on water? But modern floating homes are designed with advanced engineering that keeps them safe, balanced, and surprisingly comfortable. Built on strong buoyant foundations, these homes rise and fall with the water level, adapting naturally to their environment. And that adaptability is their greatest strength. In areas prone to flooding, floating houses offer a powerful solution. Instead of fighting against water, they work with it. As water levels rise, the house simply floats higher, reducing the risk of damage. But beyond practicality, there's something truly special about the experience. Imagine waking up to the gentle movement of water, with reflections of sunlight dancing across your walls. Large windows and open decks create a seamless connection between indoor and outdoor living, making the space feel calm and refreshing. Design-wise, floating homes can be just as modern and luxurious as traditional houses. From sleek minimalist designs to high-end waterfront villas, these homes prove that living on water doesn't mean sacrificing comfort or style. Of course, there are challenges. Proper anchoring is essential. Utilities like water, electricity, and waste systems must be carefully managed. And not every location is suitable for this type of living. But as cities face increasing pressure from climate change and population growth, floating houses are becoming more than just an idea. They are a glimpse into the future. Because in a world where land is no longer guaranteed, the smartest homes might not stand still. They might float. 10. Multifunctional house. What if one room could become a bedroom, a living room, and an office, all in the same space? Welcome to the world of multifunctional houses, where every element is designed to do more than one job. In small homes, space is limited. But in a multifunctional house, space is never wasted. With clever design and smart engineering, a single area can transform throughout the day. A bed folds into the wall, turning a bedroom into a living room. A table expands or disappears when not in use. Walls slide, rotate, or open to create new spaces instantly. It's like living inside a transforming environment, where your home adapts to your needs in real time. And that's the key idea. Instead of building bigger homes, multifunctional design focuses on making small spaces more powerful. Every piece of furniture, every corner, every surface has a purpose. Often more than one. The result: a home that feels larger than it actually is. Visually, these homes can be incredibly modern and satisfying to watch. Clean lines, hidden storage, and smooth transformations create a sense of order and efficiency that feels almost futuristic. That's why this type of content performs extremely well on YouTube, especially in before and after transformations. Of course, this level of flexibility requires careful planning. Custom furniture, precise measurements, and smart layouts are essential. But when everything works together, the result is seamless. Because in a multifunctional house, you're not limited by space. You're empowered by it. And in the future of smart living, the most valuable space isn't the biggest one. It's the one that can do everything. 11. Micro apartment. What if your entire home could fit into a space no bigger than a single room, yet still feel complete? Welcome to the world of micro apartments, one of the smartest solutions for modern urban living. As cities become more crowded and housing prices continue to rise, space is becoming a luxury. Micro apartments respond to this challenge by shrinking the size of living spaces, often down to just 5 to 20 square meters, while maximizing functionality through intelligent design. At first, it may sound impossible. How can someone live comfortably in such a small space? But step inside a well-designed micro apartment, and everything changes. A single room can transform throughout the day. A bed folds away to reveal a sofa. A dining table slides out when needed. Storage is hidden in walls, floors, and ceilings. Every detail is carefully engineered to make the space feel larger, cleaner, and more efficient. And beyond design, micro apartments reflect a shift in lifestyle. People are choosing to live closer to city centers, closer to work, and closer to opportunities, even if it means living smaller. In exchange, they gain convenience, accessibility, and a more connected urban life. Visually, these apartments are often sleek and modern, inspired by minimalist design principles. Clean lines, bright colors, and smart lighting help create an open and comfortable atmosphere, despite the limited space. Of course, living in a micro-apartment requires discipline. You need to stay organized. You need to own less. And you need to adapt to a more compact way of life. But for many, that's not a limitation. It's a choice. Because in a fast-moving world where space is limited, the smartest homes aren't always bigger. They're simply designed better. 12. Capsule house. What if your home looked more like a futuristic pod than a traditional house? Welcome to the world of capsule houses, one of the most compact, high-tech, and forward-thinking housing concepts today. Inspired by capsule hotels in Japan, these homes are designed to provide everything you need within an extremely small, enclosed space. At first glance, they may seem minimal, even restrictive. But step inside, and you'll discover a surprisingly efficient and thoughtfully designed environment. A typical capsule house includes a sleeping area, built-in storage, smart lighting and climate control, sometimes even integrated technology like touch panels or voice control. Everything is compact, precise, and optimized. But what makes capsule houses truly unique is their futuristic vision. These homes are not just about saving space, they are about redefining how space is used. Designed for fast-paced urban life, temporary living, or even extreme environments, capsule houses represent a shift toward highly efficient, tech-driven living solutions. They can also be modular and portable, allowing multiple units to be stacked or arranged together, forming larger living systems, almost like building blocks for future cities. Of course, this level of minimalism isn't for everyone. The space is extremely limited. Privacy can feel reduced, and long-term living may be challenging for some people. But for others, especially in dense cities or high-tech environments, capsule houses offer something incredibly valuable: efficiency, simplicity, and innovation. Because in the future, as space becomes more limited and technology more advanced, homes may not become bigger. They may become smarter, smaller, and more like capsules designed for modern life.